All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rekakwadash. Giving double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity. Shalom to the few sisters that watch. It's coming back with another lesson. Saw this clip of this what seems to be an Edomite, through the spirit. But, he could be a Jake. But he has a caption up here that says white Hebrew Israelite. So really he's, mocking, being a scoffer, for comedic purposes. So, you got 9,000 people, almost 10,000 people that like this video. So that's 10,000 people plus that has actually seen this clip. So, the point of the matter is, the word is going out. So no one will have an excuse in that day. And also, the Lord said the word would go out and then the end shall come, once it goes out throughout the whole world. So, the word is going out and you see it's been shared 12,000 times. So it is, it's no telling how many people actually watched this clip. And this guy, I just clicked on, but it looks like he got over 100,000 subscribers, man. Over 100,000 subscribers. So I don't know if he's like a comedian, or what, but 100,000 people seem to like what he doing, But, for the purpose of this video, is about what he has to say about the Israelites, or what he has to say in his mind of kind of like mocking the Israelites. We're going to watch it. And then we're going to get some couple scriptures. It's not going to be long, but, just putting this folly out there, man. Hey, man, everybody going to have to answer in that day. You mockers, scoffers. The Lord is going to punish you, But it just goes to show you that His word is going out. The word is out, Hey, man, we almost out of here. A couple more prophecies, and it's over with. MOTB, Mark of the Beast, major prophecies, and it's over. We see earthquakes going out throughout the earth. Word is going out at a high volume. Brothers are on fire. From Apostle to on down, man. The word is going out heavily. So, let's get this. Let's just watch it. It's all folly.
Do not let these Ebionites confuse you. Mansa Musa was a white man.
That's right.
Martin Luther King Jr. was a white man.
That's right.
Oprah Winfrey, a white woman.
That's right.
A beautiful snow queen.
No queens forever, chocolate bunnies never. That's right.
Uncle Ben, Minute Rice, made by a white man.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Do not let these Ebionites confuse you. Mansa Musa was a white man.
That's right.
So he's doing, his depiction of what he thinks, of how he sees the Hebrew Israelites, As we see, it wasn't no scriptures brought out. It was all folly, going into people of the world being white, people that are normally so-called black, he just flipped it and made them white. And, to put us in a box like that is crazy. We speak a whole lot more than skin color, and we don't even harp on that. This is a spiritual battle. We're not that shallow, man. When it comes to this truth, man. You can't put the truth in a box, It's simply based on color. That's an ignorant argument. You have some camps out there that profess black color and all that, but hey man, you got to be on a high level, man. And the water, for Apostle Har and the apostles on down, man. The elders, leadership, for stressing that, man. This is a spiritual battle. You don't know who is who out here. This dude right here could be a Jake, man. So let's just go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24. And this chapter is our Lord Yahushua, man. I could have swore I had this sitting on red letter. Let's see. Salakia. I can find another time to do that, but yeah. Could have swore it was on Salakia. Yeah, there we go. So, this is our Lord speaking, man. So we just gonna drop down to verse 24, I think it is, and just get the point. Nah, it ain't 24. It's up. Salakia. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Let's see right here. Salakia. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." And this is the point right here. Verse 14. "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." So, that particular guy, him by alone has 100,000 followers. Even though he's bringing out folly, he's still spreading the word. You can do nothing against the truth before the truth. Hebrew Israelites is the key. So when somebody watch that, they're gonna be like, who? Hebrew is, and as soon as they Google or look up Hebrew Israelites, man, it's gonna pop up. And then that seed is sown. Whether they be scoffers, mockers, they you can't scoff unless you know what something is about. You may not understand, but you understand enough to scoff. And that's what he doing. He don't understand, but he knows enough to scoff. Nevertheless, that seed is sown, man. So he gonna have to answer for that in that day. Matter of fact, this word is going out. We'll go to the book of Psalms, chapter 19, because this going into this word getting out, man. Let's see. We'll start at the top. It says, "The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." Because this word is going out via the internet, all over the earth, brought forth by, satellites, being transmitted throughout the earth. It says, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. How is this happening? The word is going out. The truth is going out. Knowledge is going out. Knowledge has been increased through the internet. Verse 3. "There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard." You can go on YouTube and put whatever language you want. So this truth is going out, man. "Their line is gone through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun." You know, so hey, and we're professing our Lord coming back, man. Our Lord Yahweh Shai. You know, and through the preaching of the gospel, you know, the kingdom is being set up right now, man. You know, the leadership, the rulership, you know, the 144,000 governing body, you know, is being set up right now through the preaching of the word via the internet. You know, like Apostle Gabar always says, man. The apostles always say, man, the internet has done the heavy lifting. You know, you don't have to jump on a plane and go here and there to spread the word. You know, even like I said, you can bring it out in English and through YouTube, you can put it in any language you want. So the internet is doing the heavy lifting. The word is going out. So let's see. We'll go 2 Peter 3 and 3, because this is what he's doing. So, you know, it's to be expected. We don't worry about you people, man. You know, you people are like, you know, flies, man. We just swat you away, you know, through this truth. You can't come up against it, man. You know, you cannot come up against it. You're scoffing. It don't bother us. We just put it out there to show or put a face behind it, you know. So you know, if anybody run across you, hey, yeah, I know that guy. I seen that guy somewhere, you know, and it's happened. So this book is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts. Yeah, you know, coming up against the truth, making jokes, making fun, like this guy. We'll watch it one more time, then we'll close out.
Do not let these Ebionites confuse you. Mansa Musa was a white man.
That's right.
Martin Luther King Jr. was a white man.
That's right.
Oprah Winfrey, a white woman.
That's right.
A beautiful snow queen.
No queens forever, chocolate bunnies never. That's right.
Uncle Ben, Minute Rice, made by a white man.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Do not let these Ebionites confuse you. Mansa Musa was a white man.
That's right.
Martin Luther King Jr. was a...
And looking at the comments, you got this right here is a Jake Bill Streets. He's condoning it. Please grow this movement to an enormous size to take it to black Hebrews. That would be gold to somebody else. A bunch of people like him arguing with Hebrew Israelite, Hebrew Israels. My friend, you are on to something. So, you know, these people hate us, man. At the end of the day. This is what I imagine clan meetings are like. Okay, so he might be, you know. But anyway, you know, it's a bunch of folly, man. Yeah, you got I don't play these type of games. I love you. Michael Jackson's skin was a miracle. No, Michael Jackson's skin was leprosy, man. But anyway, you know, at the end of the day, all these people gonna be destroyed at the end of the day, and we gonna get the last laugh. We can care less about your scoffing and mocking, man, because soon Yahweh Shemel Shai gonna level the playing field, and then we gonna overtake you people, man, through the spirit. We already overtaking you through the spirit, you know. But once Yahweh Shemel Shai bring forth Jacob's trouble, it's really gonna be a clear separation, man. You know, and that's all we're waiting on. So Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to constantly give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.